Today we are looking at the 2019 Husqvarna FC450. Do we love it? Do we hate it? Stay tuned to find out. The headline for this dirt bike is pretty simple. A dirt bike that makes over 50 horsepower at 9,400 RPM. Normally when a dirt bike makes that much power, the review kind of writes itself. Big power, just buy the bike, done. Except that's not the story with this one, because the remarkable thing about this bike is not the horsepower, it's how shockingly smooth and calm the horsepower feels in a 450 bike. And that raises a much better question. How does a 450 motocross bike with race level output feel so composed? And more importantly, why? And to answer that, we need to talk about how this bike built the reputation that it has. By 2019, Husqvarna had firmly planted itself right next to KTM, same Austrian engineering, same performance DNA, but the FC450 carved out its own personality. It's powered by a 450 single, of course. It's a very polite way of saying that this thing has the potential to be absolutely feral. But riders kept describing it in the same way. They said it's smooth, it's easy, it's calm. But think about this for a second. A motocross bike with over 50 horsepower that weighs 230 some pounds, designed to survive whoops and ruts and landing sideways off of jumps, and riders are calling it easy and planted and calm and smooth. This does not happen by accident. So swing a leg over the bike and ignore the spec sheet because it doesn't matter. The first thing you notice is how light this bike actually feels. Yes, 230 on paper is light, but the spec sheet doesn't matter because what you realize is how light 230 pounds actually feels when it's moving. On paper, of course, it's just a number, but on the track, the bike instantly responds to your body position, the shift of your weight, the chassis, it all feels exactly right. There's no top heavy feeling. You crack the throttle and yeah, the power is there, but it feels very calm, very deliberate. It's not like a Honda 450 or a Yamaha 450 that just detonates like a landmine. This is incredibly linear. The torque is right at the mid-range. It's incredibly linear, makes it super easy to ride, super easy to control. It's not trying to rip your arms out. And that changes everything because coming out of the corners, you're not panic throttling, you're just rolling onto the throttle. You just wait for the rear tire to hook and you go. The power delivery feels sustainable and deliberate and calm. And that's exactly why or where the myth kind of begins. Because the power comes in so astonishingly smoothly that some riders started calling it soft, which is freaking hilarious because there's nothing soft about a 450 motocross engine with over 50 horsepower. It's definitely race bike territory. The difference is that the FC450 doesn't scream about it. The chassis is so balanced, it tracks perfectly smooth. The bike is composed. And here's the point. If you've ever raced, you know that smooth doesn't mean slow. Smooth means you can ride the bike deep into the 9,400 RPM power band without feeling like it's plotting to just eject you. The smoothness hides something valuable because the real advantage that the FC450 has is the ability to sustain the speed. Because in full moto, what separates the riders is not peak horsepower, it's simply fatigue. This bike doesn't waste your energy. The stability means you're making less corrections. The smoothness of the power curve means that you're not constantly correcting the throttle. Everything about the bike encourages efficiency. And after a hard session, you notice something. You're tired from riding fast, not from fighting the dirt bike all day. And that's a huge difference. There is a trade-off though. If you're the kind of rider who lives for chaos of a traditional 450, the FC450 might actually feel a little too civilized, too muted. It doesn't have a violent mid-range explosion that just makes you laugh inside your helmet. It's not trying to absolutely murder you every time you open the throttle. And for a lot of riders, that's kind of the point. The lack of drama could feel muted, it could feel a bit boring, but it's still a high performance 450 machine, which means maintenance matters. You gotta change the oil on time. You have to adjust the valves on time. You gotta keep the bike within spec. So is the 450 special because of the spec sheet or despite them? I actually think both are true because the numbers definitely matter. 50 horsepower, 230 pounds. But what makes this one different is how those numbers behave. Think of it like this: an elite athlete, raw talent, quite impressive, but talent with discipline is completely unstoppable. And that's exactly what the FC450 feels like. Same strength, but better control. Power shows up when you absolutely ask for it, the chassis stays calm when you push it, and the entire bike rewards precision instead of chaos. So no, the FC450 isn't defined by its horsepower. It's defined by how little drama it creates while you're using every bit of it. So who is this bike really for? It's for those who want a full 450 performance without the intimidation factor. It's perfect for an amateur racer who values consistent lap times more than just ego boosting straight line performance. It's not for someone who wants fireworks every time they crack the throttle. It's not for somebody who wants to ignore maintenance schedules. It's for riders who understand that control actually means more speed. And that's why the FC450 is one of the most well-balanced motocross bikes of this era. Not because it's extreme, but because it's composed. And that's the real ownership story. Not hype, not spec sheet bragging. If you've ridden one, I'm super curious. Did the smooth power make you faster? Did it give you more of an edge? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you enjoy honest reviews like this, subscribe, like the video, share with someone who rides, and most importantly, go freaking ride something.